Hey, what's going on, you guys? DRENATION back with another video, man. This is a serious topic here. I'm gonna explain why I do not like 2K20, and I'm gonna explain it in full explanation. As you guys can see, the video is 20 minutes long, and basically, the reason why I do not like this game is because you cannot make certain builds. And it's funny because they made this pie chart to be able to make certain builds, but yet we cannot do them. So, for example, where the hell is the slash and shot creator? Please, someone show me where the slash and shot creator is. It can't be this one. This is a pure playmaker. This is not a slash and shot creator. Plus, you don't even get contact dunks. Like, where is the build that gets contact dunks with the 75-3 and decent ball control? That is the build that I wanted to be able to make this year. And I couldn't do it. But we're going to go into it and we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, here is when you max this player's attributes out, but basically it's no build on the game that's a slash and shot creator with a high post fade or decent post fade and be able to finish consistently, be able to get the contact dunks, because it's the only builds that can get contact dunks on this game are builds that can't shoot. And Mike Wang literally just said today that your contact dunk or how you get contact dunks is the same as it was last year. The only way that you'll be able to get contact dunks now if you want to make a slash and shot creator type build is if you have the slash and takeover. And that's the only way you'll be able to do it. I understand that you weren't able to get contact dunks all the time. With the slash and shot creator, you weren't able to get them frequently because you would miss them because of your slashing badges. But that should have been fixed this year. They should have made a build like that this year that would have been able to, because you could put relentless finisher and contact finisher on goal and have the contact dunks, and you'll be able to finish, but you'll still be able to shoot. But you can't make a build like that on here. Like, the stats of the playmaker are good. Look at the stats. You get a 75-3 and an 80 mid-range. That's basically slash and shot creator territory. But it's no way you can get your dunk like to what you would need it to be. Like, the highest you can get it to is an 80 flat. You can't get an 85. So how would I be able to make a build that's all around like the slash and shot creator? I can't. And you can't. You just can't do it. It's impossible in this game. And how they set everything up, I'm not a fan of. Like, I'm really not a fan of. You basically have to play a certain way. Basically what they did this year is they made a lot of the two-way builds good. A lot of the two-way builds, like with defense, shooting, stuff like that, those builds are good. But why can't I have a build with contact dunks and shooting? Like, I could basically be defense and good three, but I can't be slashing and good three. You can make the second pie chart, which is a slash and sharpshooter, but you're still 3 down or 2 down, depending on if you raise the height a little bit, or 2 down from getting contact dunks. So either way, you won't be able to get contact dunks. If they would have made it so that you can get contact dunks with the 80 driving dunk or with the 82 driving dunk, I'd have been fine with that. But this is a pure playmaker build, and you won't be able to get contact dunks. This build here is a two-way sharp. And they got an 83 pointer and 87 on defense. They even get a 77 driver dunk. That build is probably the best all-around build, but I wanted to have a build with lower defense and a higher dunk so I could get contact dunks. That's what I want to do this year. That's why it was so hard for me to come up with a build. This here is a pure slasher. This build here is basically a shot creating slasher because you got a higher post fade and a decent mid-range and good ball control and a good driving dunk. This is a slash and shot creator here. And I'm not a slash and shot creator, a shot creating slasher here. And they got the shot creating slasher, but why don't they have the slash and shot creator? Lower my dunking stuff a little bit and raise my three. But you can't do that. It's no way to have, like, they should have custom pie charts because, like, your ball control is like, it gets to like an 85. And then you could just use the rest of the points for your three. Like, how these builds are on here are kind of stupid. Like, this here is a two-way slash and playmaker. This is probably the best build in the game. Because you can literally speed boost, you can play good defense, you can get contact dunks, and you could kind of shoot. And I want to build that I have a higher three and more dunk attributes. Like, I want to be able to get contact dunks this year. If I can get contact dunks and shoot, I can play defense myself. I don't need ratings to play defense. I don't need all the badges to play defense. I can play defense myself. That's not an issue. The issue is you still can't make the player that you want to make this year. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining. I was about to say the B word. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm just stating facts on how many times I played this demo. I played it probably about 20 times. And I'm stuck on certain types of builds. Like the build that I showed you guys yesterday, that's probably going to be my build. Because I wanted to be able to drive, but like consistently, but I'm not going to be able to do it regardless. So no matter how you look at it, I'm not going to be able to do it regardless. And it sucks. Like the bottom one is a lockdown, basically a slash and defender. They basically took the lockdown, gave you boosted lockdown stats, and made you a slash and gave you contact dunks, so you can have 95 everything on defense. This here is a slash and sharpshooter. And then I was just going down to show you guys all the builds. Like this is a slash and playmaker, like just straight up slash and playmaker. And it sucks, man. It really does. Or no, this is the shot creating slasher, but the slash and playmaker is a little further down. But like how they do it, no, that's similar to a slash and playmaker. It's still like a shot creating slasher though, because you get the higher post fade and the good mid range. And then this build here is more of a two-way slasher build. This is a two-way slasher, as you guys can see. This is of course is a pure sharp. So like it just hurts so bad for them to just keep saying that we'll be able to do this with our build, we'll be able to do that, do this, do that. We can't. And this is a play sharp. Like they got the play sharp on here. They got everybody is gonna pick play sharp again this year, most likely, because that's probably the best build in the game. Because you can get the green light window and speed boost and finish a little consistently. But where's the build for people that want to be a slash and shot creator, that want to make like a Kobe-ish build? That build before was a two-way sharpshooter. And then this build is the playmaker, like I told you guys. And then man, I'm not really. I hope they do attempt the custom pie chart thing. This is a two-way slash and playmaker, or a slash and playmaker. It depends on how you level it up, or it could be a two-way playmaker. It really depends on how you level it up this year, or what attributes you do. But they don't have a pie chart to where you could basically have a slash and shot creator. And that sucks. Like this one here is a pure, or not pure lockdown. It's supposed to be a pure lockdown, but they gave him a 91 dunk this year. So no matter how you look at it, it's still, they kind of complemented to most builds in the game from last year and just made it so you can level up what you want. But even though they complemented to those builds from last year, they still don't have all the builds from last year, so therefore you cannot make more builds than you could last year. Like they said, there's 100 different combinations or 1,000 combinations, but at the end of the day, the different combinations that they're talking about is just raising something else on, like maxing out shooting on this build and not maxing out defense, and you basically make a stupid ass player. So like either way, how they set everything up is just not good at all. Like it's not good, and it's not. It sucks. But let's get into the badges, man. Oh man, and the badges. Okay, the badges aren't as bad as I thought they would be, but let's get into them. Back down Punisher shouldn't even be a badge. You should be able to do that with high strength, regardless. Like basically, what they did was take attributes from you and turn it into badges, so that you would have to put on that badge to be able to do it. Let's take a look at. Oh man, like these badges are okay, but I was adding badges to this player, so excuse that. But Giant Slayer doesn't work really. It, like, the more you level it up, it doesn't really increase it any, because Draymond will still block the shit out of you. Like every time, Draymond would still block me, and I was just like, bruh, what's the point of Giant Slayer? I put Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame. I noticed that it did help me with defenders in the paint with lower defense, but with higher defense, it didn't do anything. And I had a Hall of Fame, so it makes no sense. But look at Ankle Breaker this year. When performing step backs or other certain moves, the defender stumbles and falls more frequently when going the wrong way. But tight handles allows for the ball handler to, in size-up situations, make it easier to break down the defender or the on-ball defender. So basically, they separated Ankle Breaker and made it into two separate badges. Ankle Breaker is for if you like to, like me, I like to do step backs. So if you got Ankle Breaker and Space Creator on, you'll probably make people fall a lot. But how they did this, an Unpluckable shouldn't even be a badge. I gotta put a badge on to make sure I don't get ripped. If I got a high ball control, I shouldn't get ripped anyway. See, this is the stuff that's going on. Like, why would somebody have high ball control without Unpluckable? Like, I got a 95 ball control, but I can get ripped if I don't got Unpluckable on. It makes no sense. These badges literally make no sense whatsoever. Needle Threader is a pretty good badge, but I feel like if you got high pass accuracy, you should be able to throw passes like that anyway. Like last year, it felt like it was more off attributes. This year, it's definitely all weighing on badges. And if you can't get certain badges, your player is not going to perform the way that you want them to. And I hate how I keep seeing people say, well, don't call the game trash because it didn't come out yet. Or people keep saying if you're trash on 2K this year, you the one, is how you made your player. You can't complain about the game. But yeah, you can. Like, look, Dimer and Floor General. Floor General is basically Dimer. Dimer is only when you pass to an open teammate. Like, it doesn't work if I pass it to somebody that's driving and it gives them a better layup animation or it helps them with the layup. It doesn't do that anymore. It's just for a shot. It doesn't pop up for if I pass it to a driving teammate. So, Floor General is the badge that you should probably use. I wouldn't even put Dimer on. I would use Dimer Bronze at this point. Unless you got somebody to just sit in the corner and you play twos. But other than that, like, There's no point in using diamond. You might as well have floor general on, because it boosts everybody's attributes. Space Creator is an excellent badge, but it was combined with Ankle Breaker. So these badges that they took away, they just separated all of them and gave them different abilities to add more badges to the game. I feel like this was definitely the wrong direction to go. It reminds me of how 2K16 and stuff was, with all the extra badges that were really unnecessary. Like, you did not have to have that many badges for that. Like, Tireless Defender, Intimidator, and Clamps are pretty much separations of Defensive Stopper. Like, they just took Defensive Stopper and separated it into 3 different badges. And Lightning Reflexes, that badge is not quick reflexes. For a lot of people that keep thinking it's quick reflexes, it's not. It's basically, it gives you the ability to see where they're going. You know how defense is on live, where you can see the arrow, see where they're going and stuff like that if you got higher defense? Well, this one, basically, the higher you got the badge, the quicker you'll see the reading of where they're going, so that you can kind of cut them off early. But it's no point in doing it because we're so good at playing defense on 2K already. This is basically for people that don't know how to play defense. Like, that's what it's for. It's for people that don't know how to play defense. I wouldn't even put that badge on. I really wouldn't. Heart Crusher is a good badge. Rim Protector is really good this year. But they separated all the rebounder badges, like Box Out, Rebound Chaser, Worm. All of those are the bad, like it's Hustle Rebounder, but they separated into 3 different badges. Same thing with Defensive Leader is a good badge. I'm happy they brought that back. It's basically a defensive anchor. But Post Move, Lockdown, and Rim Protector, they're the same badge. They just took it out and made it so that you gotta put Post Move Lockdown in order to be able to lock up post moves. Rim Protector only helps you get better block animations. And it really sucks how they did this year. And I just really wanted to go over this. Like, ice in veins or whatever. That's free throw ace in clutch moments. Why would I want to have a badge only for clutch moments? That's literally for somebody that only play mycareer. Well, it is people like that only play mycareer, but it's a pointless badge. Like, you should be able to hit free throws yourself in the clutch. Like, if you got you should know exactly when the cue is in the clutch for you to feel like accomplished, for you to feel like you're clutch. And then Quick Draw is, I don't like that badge. Like, they really basically put a badge in the game for you to increase the speed of your jumper. What's the point of that? Really? What was the point of it? They literally put that in the game just so that they can have another badge to put in the game. They didn't have to do that. They really didn't. Hot Zone Hunter. Basically, how this works is you get a boost in your hot zone. You should already have a boost in your hot zone. But basically, what they're doing is lowering the percentage that you get when you shoot it regularly, and making it so that you have to have Hot Zone Hunter to get that extra boost. You're not going to get as big of a boost as we did last year. Flexible release is, I don't know, man. I really don't. And it hurts that I waited this long for this game. I'm still going to play it. But it sucks that I love 2K19. Like, I love that game. That's probably my favorite 2K in a long time. I play it all the time. This game, I don't know if I will be able to play it as much. I'm still going to post 2K content and everything. But I'm definitely doing a dual channel. I'm going to be posting Destiny content too. So, if you guys haven't already, man, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe. I have more videos and stuff coming for you guys later. I hope you really enjoyed my input on this, and peace out.